Welcome if you're joining at home. We'll get started on our warm-up problems. Go ahead and take some time to get those done. Get turned. Warm-up problems shouldn't take us too long today. They're a little easy again. Top black problem, just normal subtraction problem. Okay, line up your numbers, use the dotted lines to help keep it in order. Top blue, drawing blocks. We should be pretty good at that. The bottom black problem, just figure out which place those numbers go to. Okay, if there's 300s, go find the hundreds place. Put the 3 there. Do that for all 4 of those numbers. And then the bottom blue, okay, wherever there's a box, I need something filled in. So the top box is on the right. Okay, you got to tell me if that's an even or odd number. And then the other boxes next to the alligator mouth, I need numbers that'll work. And it's like the first one, I need an even number that's smaller than 275. Sure, 6. Okay, I know there's thousands on the bottom black problem. Remember, we don't have to do anything special. Just think about where the thousands go. What's an even or odd number that fits with the alligator mouth? don't know what you're asking, but so the box needs a number, and then up here is it even or odd? It was 275 even or odd. Just another minute and we'll start going over these. As it's fine. All right, let's start going over these. If you're not done, that's okay. If you're at home and you want to get them finished, remember, just hit the pause button. You can unpause it later. Let's have fingers off iPads unless you're looking around to find the problem I'm talking about. Let's start up here. 765 minus 252. Okay, we got to keep it lined up. So if I look at the ones place, okay, what's my answer in the ones place, Kate? 3. Okay. Try to trick you guys. What's my answer in the hundreds place, Gavin? In the hundreds place. Go ahead, Gavin. 5. Okay. And then in the tens place, Ellery, what goes there? 1. Okay. We got 513. Okay. Normally on those, we want to just go right to left. Okay. But today I was trying to be tricky for you. All right, drawing blocks for 273. Okay. Which ones are my hundreds? How do we draw those? Those are the what, Isaac? What do the 100 blocks look like? The big squares. Good. And I need 2 of them. Then I know my 10s are sticks. How many sticks do I need, Ellery? 7. And then 3 little cubies. Make sure your little cubies stay little cubies. That was 273. Let's come over here. I threw in thousands today just to see if you remembered. We talked about it a little bit last week. Okay. So let's put them in order. Let's go this way. Okay. So what number needs to go here? Braxton? 5. The 5. Okay. That is the ones place. Okay, what's my next number? Amelie? 0. Do I need to have that 0? Yes. Okay, if I take that out, it's going to change the whole number. It's going to change it by a lot. Okay. And then which one comes next, the 3 or the 6? Nicole, which one comes next, the 3 or the 6? The 3. Okay, we have the hundreds, and that leaves us with the thousands out there. Okay, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay. And this one, a couple of us were getting confused. Okay, up here, I just wanted you to say that this is an odd number both times. I haven't done that before. That's my fault for adding something new without explaining it very well. Okay. But we know that we need an even number that is smaller than 275 and an odd number that is bigger than 275. So who wants to give me their even number that they used? Peyton, what even number did you use? Peyton? 8. Okay, that's a lot smaller. That'll work. It's even, and it's a lot smaller. What about the odd numbers? What did somebody use? McKenna, what did you use? 591. Those are all odd numbers. But it is way bigger than 275. Very good. Okay. Does anybody have a question on the warm-up work? Anything you're not sure about? Isaac, what's your question? What, bud? You figured it out? Okay. All right, let's scroll down here a little bit. Today we are going to focus on talking about 10s and 100s. Just scroll down until you have empty space. Okay, we're going to focus on 10s and 100s today. Okay, but first, I want to make sure you guys know about your 1s and 10s. Okay, so if I have the number 15, how can I break that up? Okay, let's break that up into 10s and 1s. How do I break up 15? What would that go into? Logan, what would I break that up into? Okay, 110 and 5 1s. Okay, why is it 110 and 5 1s? Okay, because I got 2 digits. There's a 1 in the 10th place. Okay, let's think this out on blocks. Okay, so you're saying I can do 110 and 5 1s. Okay, and I would agree that that is 15. Okay, is that the only way to draw 15? How else could I draw 15 in blocks? Kate? Just 15 little cubies. Okay. If I can make this go quicker. This is still 15, okay? These two numbers are still the same, okay? The only reason they look any different, okay, if I stack up these 10 little cubies, okay, if I put them all in one order, it's going to be the same size as a stick. Okay? Doesn't look like it when we're drawing on our iPads, but if we got out the actual little blocks, remember 10 of those little blocks fit on each stick. Okay, so if I want to make 110, if I want to make 1 sticks, how many 1s do I need? How many 1s does it take to make a stick? 10. Okay, you guys are thinking too hard or not thinking enough. Okay, so if I have 10 1s, okay, 10 little cubies, that'll equal my 1 stick. Okay. Now let's think back to earlier. I said we were going to focus on 10s and 100s. Okay, if I draw, I'm just going to do regular sticks this time. If I draw my 10 sticks, I have to draw them taller here. I draw my 10 sticks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. What do you think we can do with these 10 10s? Okay. Thinking about up here earlier, we said 10 little cubies makes one stick. What do you think we can do with those 10 sticks?
That'll work.
Thank you. What does this shape look like if I draw around here? Okay. What do you think those 10 sticks turn into if I stack them up? A 100 square. Okay. The same way that 10 ones fit into a stick. Okay. If I have my 10 sticks, those are going to fit into 100 square. Okay. So how many 10s go into 100? 10. Okay. An easy way to think about that. Okay. How many ones can I fit into 10? 10. Okay. All I did was add a 0. How many 10s go into 100? I draw my 10 and I'm just adding a 0. 10. Okay. Every time I'm adding a 0, that just means I need 10 of them. Okay. So I would need 10 ones to make 10. I would need 10 10s to make 100. So how many hundreds do you think it'll take to make 1,000? 10. Okay. I'm just adding one more 0. So that would be just another 10. Okay. Numbers are nice that way. They all work off of 10s. Okay. So what I want to practice working on, okay, earlier we did 15, and we said that it would be 1 10 and 5 1s. We also said that it could just be 15 1s. Okay. If I have 150, okay, if I have 150, how many 10s do I have? If I'm just counting 10s, how many sticks would it take me to get up to 150? It's going to take more than 5. Okay. There's a 5 in the tens place, but if I want to change that whole number, okay, earlier I said that I could make 15 and I could turn it into just 15 ones. Okay. What can I turn 15 into if I want 10s? Okay. If I gave you the base 10 blocks, the sticks, how many sticks would you need to get up to 150? Isaac, what do you think? 10 10s makes what? 100. We need 150. So you need 10 sticks, then how many more? Which is, well, 10 and 5 make 15. Okay. If I had 15 sticks, okay, let's think about it. There's 5 more. 5 more. Okay, if we count by 10s, okay, count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. Okay, so 15 10s would turn into 150. What do you notice about these two numbers? Look at them stacked up there. What do you notice? Braxton, what are you seeing? All I'm doing is adding a 0 on the end. Remember earlier up here, I said 1, it takes 10 of them to make 10. All I did was add a 0. 100, it takes 10 of them to make, or it takes 10 10s to make 100. All I did was add a 0. Okay. So same thing, if I want to turn 15 into 150, all I'm doing is adding that 0 because I'm counting by 10s. Let's try another one. Let's do 370. How many 10s would that one be? I don't think too hard. Think about what we just talked about. If I wanted to make 370 into tens, Lydia? Oh, it's going to be a lot more than 10 tens. Okay. Think about up here. Okay, I said 15 out of 150. So how much would I need for 370? Gavin? How many?
30.
More than 30. 37. Okay. All I have to do is just take that zero off the end. Okay. So if I'm talking about tens, I can take off that last zero. Okay. So what would it be if it was 490? Real quick. Emma? 49. What if it was 990? 99. What if it was 130? 13. Okay. All we're doing, okay, is we're thinking about how many tens can go in to make that number. Okay. So if I have 130, that would be 100, or that would be 13 tens. Okay. Now, what if I give you a number like this? I'll stick with that 130. If I give you 137, can we just do tens? Is there any way to make a stick fit with a 7 on the end? I see you shaking heads no, okay? So that means I'm going to need some ones too. Okay? So I'm going to need some tens and I'm going to need some ones. Okay? Let's start easy. How many ones would I need? 7. Okay? So I've already used that 7, right? So then how many tens am I going to need? If I put that 0 back up there? 13, okay? Just like we were just doing. You guys see what we're doing here? Anybody horribly confused? No? All right, let's do a couple practice ones, and then I'll let you get started on your IXL then. If I want to know how many tens and ones, okay, I want to know how many tens and ones go into these next couple numbers. Yeah, let's do 478 and 322. Okay. How many tens and ones would go into those numbers? Try that real quick on your iPads. Or that's also if you want to do it kind of like we were doing our expanded form. If you want to do it like that. Okay, and just know that it's tens and ones. If we're focused on tens, okay, we're not going to do that hundreds place. I want to know how many tens can I swap in there. I like what I see on Nicole's screen. I'll even write tens and ones down here. All right, let's look at the top one, 478. Okay, the easiest thing to do is the ones. Okay, how many ones am I going to need? How many little cubies am I going to need to fill out that number? Peyton? 8. Okay, so if I take out those 8, okay, so I've already used that 8, so I'm going to scribble it out, change it to a 0. How many tens go into 470? How many tens go into 470? Gavin? 47. Okay, that's just like what we were doing earlier. Okay. Normally we have that hundreds placed over there, but if I want to focus on the tens, okay, I can just pull out the tens. What about 322? How many tens? Isaac? 32. And I've got my 2 1's left over. Okay. Anybody have questions on what we're doing? Pulling out those 10's. Okay. Looking around at iPads, I see a lot of correct answers, so I'm going to guess that we are good. Okay. For today, okay, I'll pop over to IXL. Okay. We are going to work on M13. Okay, this one does hundreds, tens, and ones. So like at first here, it says 800s. How many tens would 800s be? Okay, so if I put 800 up here, okay, how many tens would that be? 80. Okay, so all I'm doing is getting rid of that last 0. It'd be 80 tens. Okay, it might ask me how many tens is 20 ones. Okay, how many tens would it take to get to 20? Oh, that's real simple. 2. So all this one's going to have you do is just how many hundreds does it take to make this many ones? How many hundreds does it take to make this many tens? How many ones to make this many tens? Okay, stuff like that. Okay, you're just trying to tell me how many of that place value fit into the other number. Okay, I'll give you guys some quiet work time. Thanks for joining at home. Okay, hopefully this all made sense. If it didn't, just ask questions when you can. All right, you guys have your quiet work time now. If you guys want to say goodbye.